Hello. I want to start this video just talking about my life. I do this for me. I do this all for me. Working on the story of my life. And that's what's going on. Is changing from the old story to the new story, or changing the old story so that it's not what's carrying me through the day. That I get a say, that I get a say in what my life is developing into. For a change. There's a lot of aspects of the old story. And the story is just other men correcting me. Other men deciding what I need to be. And my attempts at getting out of that. My attempts at deciding what I need for me, as opposed to what I'm being told I need by other people who put themselves in a position of condescension upon me. When I speak of the Lord, that's the Lord's duty, not a man's. Not another equal of mine. Right. It's the Lord and Law's duty to exalt, to make better of a person. Perhaps I needed that, though. I'm not shy to say that I could have benefited from a father figure in my youth. I hold no animosity or remorse. I don't grieve the lack of a father figure. And I don't blame anybody for that either. But my father figure, learning what my father figure is now, as an adult, as a believer, and knowing my father figure and not having it be based on my life experiences, but a genuine, true, real presence actively engaged with and pursuing me, and in aiding me, and in helping me grow as an individual, as a person. There was a time where I wanted to be a good man, where that sprung up in me somewhere along my journey. And I can look to examples of a lot of good men. All good men are flawed men. So let's break that ice now. There's not a good man among the world that doesn't have flaws. And a lot of famous examples of those great good men, there's a lot of examples of them being torn down, sure. But in any rate, this isn't necessarily about finding a figure to look up to. Not at this point in my life. Not even for my inner child. My inner child, which is just me. It's not, there's not a literal child in me. There's not a 12-year-old version of me who needs my help. It's me now, recognizing my past. That's it. And again, recognizing the old story, the story of that child. That child's story that grew into something so terrible that I would want to end my own life, you know? That old story is not a good story. That does not mean that all aspects of it, all people in it, if you will, characters, if you will, in the old story are bad. It just means that the path that led to self-destruction, that leads to self-destruction, is something of the old story. Introducing God into my story revealed the devil's hand all along. But it too revealed God's hand. And God's fingerprints are all over, just as the devil's are. I would not be here if it weren't for those fingerprints. But a lot of that old story clings just for the sake of it. Recognizing that I'm in the same settings, there's a lot of the same people, but not looking at them as characters. People aren't characters. People are people. We make characters. We have character, but we aren't characters in any big grand story besides one. I also recognize that there is influences that wish to categorize and to base oneself on a character, to base oneself in character. There's a lot of that influence because there are a lot of influences that wish to be the one in control of the story, the great big story of life. And in that great big story of life, this is something that I've known for a while, is that you are the co-author. You are the co-author with God in the story of your life. And that means you have a hand on the pen too. And who tries to steal the pen? The devil will try to steal the pen from your hand. Or try to put their hand on yours and make you write what they will. It bees like that. It's not exactly fun all the time. Authoring the narrative of your story, of your life. Because there are monkeys that come. There's a monkey on the shoulder. Let me ruin this for you. But follow the word of God makes it a lot easier. Using the word of God as a template makes writing your own, on your own, a lot easier. So, with that, I think I'll end the video. Unless I come up with something more to say, then I'll just make another video. But for now, this is what I gotta say. I will share this on Facebook, which is something I'm trying to avoid being on, but it's where the people I know are. On Facebook, I will share it on Facebook, and hopefully people will follow me on YouTube and subscribe and follow me there, because this is where the video is going to be posted, is YouTube. I'll share it on Facebook. These kind of videos is what I do. I just talk about me a lot. So it's, I don't know if these are diaries, if these are just video logs of, for myself, captain's log, you know what I mean? Like, this is just the situation at hand right now. It's very airy. It's not necessarily for entertainment, but there's a lot of me just going over myself and hopefully gleaning wisdom from that, knowledge for that, sharing wisdom and knowledge, and that is the point of what I do these videos for. I try not to get wrapped up in other things. There's a lot of things that wish to do so that's part of the struggle. But anyway, if you watch this, thank you for watching. Thank you for being real. I'm grateful that there's real people in the world. We're not few and far between. There's really, everybody's real. You just gotta want it to be. So anyway, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.